Hello everyone, it is Wednesday, January 16th, 2019. Of course, today was New Comic Book Day, and I usually don't do this, but there was a couple of independent books that came out that I wanted to show everybody. I doubt you're going to be able to find them in your area, but maybe you will. And then I have a question for you at the end of this video, and then I have a response to a question a viewer gave if I have time. So let's jump right into the books. There was a lot of really nice books that came out today, so we'll jump right into them. First book, Spider-Man Deadpool number 44. There's that there. I've mentioned that I'm a big Daredevil fan. I've mentioned that in several videos. And the new storyline, Man Without Fear, is on the 3rd issue. I had a chance to read this one. And this is it right here. This has been a really, really good story. So if you are reading this, I would like to hear in the comments what you think about it. I'm really enjoying it. It's a mini-series, and I'm really looking forward to the upcoming issues. This is coming out every week. Issue number 2 of a 6-part miniseries. And again, these books are in no particular order. This is Batman Who Laughs. This is the A cover. One of the most sought-after books of the day is Supergirl 26, the B cover. Right there. Really nice looking Supergirl there. Detective Comics 996. Garth Ennis, of course, from Aftershock. I've really enjoyed this storyline. This is Walk Through Hell number 7. There's that there. Scotty Young's Middle West number 3. Number 6 of the Black Badge from Boom Studios, right there. Sorry about the little delay right there. I kind of lost my train of thought real quick. Issue number 1 of The Invaders. Now, I used to like The Invaders when I was younger. I'm kind of anxious to read this one to kind of see where the storyline goes, but The Invaders from the 70s, I absolutely loved. So let's hope it's on the same, ground as that one. Or the same path, I should say, as that one there. Another real hot book that came out today, Catwoman number 7, B cover. Right there. Really nice looking cover there. This is the B cover of Who Laughs. Really nice looking cover right there. Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, or Scooby Apocalypse, B cover. Again, I'm still enjoying this, so. Book we talked about when it first came out, I showed it on the video, and then, of course, it's gotten really hot. This was the 3rd issue of Rags. This is the 3rd one of a 7-part series. And then I have another cover of this one that I'll show as well. So there's that one there. Now, this book was kind of an expensive book, but it falls under the genre that I love. We all know I love the horror genre. And my comic shop, he tried so hard to get me a good, clean copy because that's what I buy, and he understands that, so I appreciate that. And it finally came in. And again, this was just a personal purchase because I like this stuff. This is Hatchet Vengeance, number 1. This was the nude cover, basically just a topless cover, but just kind of falls, checks all the boxes, your killer, your damsel in distress, what's going to end up happening to her. So I had to have this for the collection. From Devil's Due Comics, Little Girl number 3. A good storyline, but this falls under the category of taking a long time between issues. And this is ultimately, I think, hurting this storyline because people that were excited for it have kind of lost interest in it because of the time frame between stories. So, Little Girl number 3. I'm enjoying it. I think it's a good story. Detective Comics 996, coming close to that number 1000. Of course, I am looking forward to the Bernie Wrightson cover of that one. Here's this here. And then finally, Wonder Woman 62A cover. I was unable to get my books this week the way I normally do, so I missed out on the B cover. It sold out really, really quick. It was a nice looking cover, so I'm a little disappointed in that, but what can you do? There's right there, cover A. And here is the Rags cover B. This was the variant cover of number 3. Really cool looking cover right there. Dressed up like a unicorn, getting grabbed by some zombies. So really, really cool cover. And this is actually a pretty good storyline, so I am looking forward to the next ones coming up. And number 1 is still selling, really, really strong. Now, a couple of independent books that came out that were really flying under the radar, but are going to catch on. One is already caught on. I think the first one I'm going to show is going to be really good. This is from Cave Picture Publications. This is Appalachian Apocalypse number 1. Really small, independent book. But, you know, again, checks the boxes for me. It's a horror genre, zombies, really, really cool. So there's that one there. And then a book that absolutely blew off the shelves and is already selling for a pretty good price. This is from Absolute Comics Group, and this is White Widow number 1. This is the A cover. And the red foil B cover, and just a really, really nice looking book. I don't know if you can see the red spot popping on that, but cover in person looks really, really good. And like I said, these just flew out of the shops. A lot of shops didn't buy a lot of these, so it is going to be a limited print run on the first series. Just a really nice looking book. You just kind of picture this character actually doing something. Drawn really, really well, and the story was pretty good. So right there, White Widow number 1. You can still find them online relatively, you know, inexpensive, but they're going up constantly. So there was the books right there. So that's what I picked up this week. Again, the White Widow, the Appalachian Apocalypse, really, really good books, good stories, limited press. If you can find some of those, I'd pick a couple up if you're looking for something down the road. That's my opinion on that. Again, these are my opinions. And then, of course, Rags. A lot of people are jumping on that now. Issues 1 and 2 are still, you know, selling for a good price. 3 has dropped a little bit because more and more shops are buying it because, of course, the hype that came out with the books. But still, really, really good storyline, and I'm really enjoying that book. So I had a question. Some viewers have been asking me this. Now, I knew about the White Widow book a while back and really don't say anything about my picks, but people have been asking me, you know, if I can do videos and kind of explain some of the books that I'm looking at in the week coming up. So my question to you is, if I did a video on a Sunday and talked about the books that were coming out the following Wednesday, is that something you, the viewers, would be interested in? Again, these are just going to be my suggestions and my picks, and by no means am I saying that they're going to be the hot books or anything like that. Just the things I'm looking at, because like I said, I get a lot of questions from viewers who say, hey, we like to know what you're buying with the week coming up. Is there a way we can find out about that? So if I did a video on Sunday, it would be a short video. Is that something that you guys would be interested in seeing? If it is, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Because, again, I appreciate all the support from this channel. And, you know, the love you guys are giving me, you know, really gives me the motivation to do these videos every week because, you know, I found a group of people that really have the same interest I do. And it's good for the community to, you know, kind of embrace each other on that. So if you're interested in a Sunday video, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that for you. And so I got a question, or more of a comment, from a viewer, and I'm not going to give the person the benefit of telling them their name on the channel, but they were basically trolling, just trying to get a rise out of me. And so I would just throw this out there. As you know, the kind of genre that I enjoy is the horror genre. Some of the covers that I show, especially when I was showing a lot of the cross covers, are very, very dark in nature. That's kind of the stuff that I like. I like the dark. I like the, you know, the covers that make you think, man, what was the guy thinking when he did that? I enjoy the old bondage covers. We've talked about that before. Wonder Woman, you know, even in the Price Guys, they talk about, you know, the bondage covers and Wonder Woman classic bondage covers, and those have always had a really good market. And when I show the war comics, I've always talked about the fact that a lot of the World War II themed comics, a lot of the Invaders, a lot of the Weird War, or a lot of the early Captain America stuff from the 40s, a lot of the Golden Age stuff, had a lot of swastikas drawn on them because it was more of a anti-Germany, anti-Japanese the word I'm trying to put out there. It was just kind of, you know, anti-war for the countries that were fighting against the United States. And I've always been drawn to that. And so this person sends me a message saying, well, you like bondage covers because I have this deep-rooted desire to, you know, dominate and chain up women and do things like that. Well, no, that's not why I like that. I like it because I like the aspect of the covers, and the more darker, you know, damsel in distress kind of falls under that horror movie genre that I like there. And the fact that I collect war comics, and a lot of them have the swastikas, does not mean that I am a Nazi sympathizer, contrary to what you said. It's because I enjoy that genre of book. I enjoy the old Our Army at Wars, the Sergeant Rock, Sergeant Furies. And yes, they fought Germans, and the Germans had a swastika for a flag. Doesn't mean I embrace that. It just means that that's the type of stuff that I like. So there was that. The fact that I watch slasher movies because I enjoy low-budget B movies or a lot of the horror movies from the 70s and 80s doesn't mean I want to walk down the street and slash people up. The problem we have today is that society is too quick to judge somebody based on the things that they like and make assumptions of what that person is. I am not like that. I enjoy the genre. I enjoy the horror comics. I'm going to continue to read that. I'm going to continue to show the comics, the bondage covers, the war comics, the controversial covers that I've shown. I'm going to start showing a little bit more of the cross covers because people are asking for that. And I'm going to show that again. I've always been on the darker side of the battery, per se, as it relates to what I like. It doesn't mean that I am a horrible person. So again, I threw that out there because it was a question that a person had. I'm not going to give you the benefit of giving your name. The bottom line is, if you don't like what I'm showing on this channel, you can stop watching the channel. You can stop watching the videos. Those of you who enjoy the videos, I'm going to keep putting them out there. So there's that. Again, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the thumbs up and the love that the community has shown me. And that's all I have for this week. So I hope you liked the video. But as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Again, answer that question about the Sunday videos for the upcoming books, and we'll get it going. Thank you very much.